Some people might think my case is simple, but the truth is that it has been a long and complex legal journey for the cause of Biafra and the rights of Biafrans. From my first court appearance to the recent hearings, every step has involved appeals, filings, and procedural decisions that reflect the challenges faced by the indigenous people of Biafra. This journey shows how the legal system interacts with movements seeking recognition and justice, and it continues to unfold as we work to ensure that the voices of Biafrans are heard and respected.
Another bombshell as Nnamdi Kanu breaks silence about what he has been facing since beginning of his detention. Watch the full video to understand him complete. Don't forget to share your feeling in the comments section and tell us where you are watching from. Good day. Today, we turn our attention to the ongoing legal journey of Nnamdi Kanu and what it has meant for the Biafran people. When he first appeared in court, the proceedings seemed straightforward. But as observers quickly learned, there is nothing simple about navigating complex legal frameworks. Appeals, bail applications, jurisdictional questions, and procedural requirements have all played a role. Each motion filed, every hearing attended, and every argument presented has added to the evolving story, highlighting the care and patience required when the legal process intersects with matters of significant public interest. For Biafrans, this journey has not been only about one individual. It has been about representation, recognition, and affirming that indigenous peoples of Biafra have voices that deserve to be heard. Each court session and procedural update has resonated not only within the region but also across the Biafran diaspora. Many have followed closely, seeking clarity on what the law allows and how each development might influence understanding of rights and justice. The complexity of this case comes from multiple angles. Questions about procedural fairness, the interpretation of laws, required timelines, and mechanisms for reviewing cases all add layers to the process. While these steps may appear slow, they demonstrate that justice is deliberate work. Every step is measured, every decision considered, and every filing scrutinized, ensuring order, clarity, and fairness. Throughout this process, Biafrans have shown remarkable resilience and engagement. Many have studied proceedings, discussed implications within their communities and online forums, and sought to understand how legal frameworks operate in matters concerning indigenous peoples. Their involvement underscores that this case is not only about an individual, but also about the broader context of rights, advocacy, and recognition for Biafra and its people. Understanding appeals and procedural reviews has been essential. Each appeal, whether accepted or delayed, represents a step in ensuring that all perspectives are considered. Legal procedures require careful examination of evidence, arguments, and correctness in process. While these steps may feel slow, they are vital for maintaining the integrity of legal outcomes. For the indigenous people of Biafra, these processes illustrate how structured legal engagement can influence wider movements and public understanding. Supporters of indigenous peoples of Biafra have consistently emphasized principles of justice and fairness. They recognize that the legal process is a structured pathway that helps clarify positions, resolve disputes, and affirm rights in ways public opinion alone cannot achieve. A long legal journey does not diminish the cause. Instead, it highlights the value of measured, deliberate steps that contribute to sustainable outcomes. As the legal proceedings continue, multiple milestones have marked the journey. Bail hearings, applications for transfers, procedural clarifications, and ongoing reviews have formed a timeline that demonstrates how careful deliberation is necessary in cases of public interest. Each hearing, ruling, and procedural note has contributed to balancing principles of law with the realities of advocacy for indigenous peoples. This process also highlights the importance of documentation and transparency. Court filings, judgments, and procedural notes provide a record that can be examined by anyone following the case. For Biafrans, this transparency enables informed discussions, thoughtful debates, and a deeper understanding of how law interacts with indigenous rights and representation. Legal journeys are not only about immediate outcomes, They also build knowledge and precedent for future cases. Timelines remain a critical component. Legal systems operate within defined schedules, and each step, from filing motions to responding to hearings, requires adherence. While this pacing may appear slow to observers, it ensures that all parties can present their positions, respond to questions, and engage in a structured process that protects rights and fairness. For the indigenous people of Biafra, patience in observing these timelines is part of understanding how structured engagement can support advocacy goals. This journey demonstrates that the law is a tool for clarity and resolution. Movements advocating for indigenous peoples of Biafra can see how rights are asserted, defended, and recognized through formal procedures. Structured approaches complement broader efforts for public recognition and advocacy. Every phase of this legal journey emphasizes the importance of due process. Court sessions and filings illustrate how law functions in complex, high-profile cases. Careful handling of evidence, arguments, and appeals ensures that, even under public attention, procedures maintain fairness and accountability. Understanding these steps reinforces confidence in legal engagement and demonstrates that progress requires persistence and attention to detail. The journey also shows how advocacy and law intersect. Public awareness and support are important, but the law provides formal avenues to ensure rights are recognized and protected. Observing each step shows how advocacy aligns with legal processes, creating a dual path of engagement that combines public attention with structured approaches. Legal processes are cumulative. Each hearing, filing, and review builds on previous steps. This ensures no detail is overlooked, each perspective is considered, and decisions are grounded in careful assessment of facts, precedent, and procedure. For Biafrans, this cumulative process provides a template for understanding how advocacy and law work together over time. The indigenous people of Biafra have played an active role in following and understanding this process. Their engagement highlights the importance of informed participation, where communities track proceedings, understand timelines, and interpret outcomes. Support is expressed not only through public demonstration, but also through careful attention to legal developments. As the journey continues, there are important lessons about patience, clarity, and the structured nature of legal systems. For supporters of Biafra, observing the process illustrates how rights, representation, and advocacy interact with formal mechanisms to produce outcomes that are not only immediate but also precedent-setting. Legal processes, when followed closely, provide insight into how society navigates complex issues while maintaining fairness and accountability. Ultimately, the legal journey of this case reflects broader principles: fairness, structure, and engagement. For indigenous people of Biafra, following each step is about understanding how law supports advocacy, ensures rights, and provides pathways for resolution. Documentation, procedural adherence, and attention to detail contribute to a process that is ongoing, measured, and meaningful. While some may see this journey as lengthy or complex, it is precisely this structure that ensures clarity, fairness, and informed resolution. The case continues to unfold, and each development offers lessons in patience, engagement, and understanding the interplay between advocacy and legal processes. For Biafrans and all those interested in recognition for indigenous peoples, this journey is a reminder that structured, law-abiding engagement is vital. By following due process, respecting timelines, and observing procedural correctness, the voices of Biafrans are considered, their concerns are documented, and the principles guiding their advocacy are reflected in every step of this ongoing legal journey.